out, everybody. Labor Day, Monday. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good to see everyone. It's been a nice day here in Labor Day land. Unfortunately, we do have to go back. Well, I have to go back to work tomorrow. Hopefully no one else does, but I'll have to go back to work tomorrow. But tis all good. Tis all good. It's been a nice day. Other than that, hope everyone else is having a good one out there. Let's see, we got all kinds of weird stuff planned for tonight, so we'll see how it goes. Crazy stuff. Anyway, what we got? Feisty in the chat. He says, "Are pets allowed?" Depends which one, buddy. Depends which ones. Chris Liggett in the house. How you doing, Chris? Juji, I'm doing great. Thank you. Hope you're well. Derail in the house. Happy Monday. How you doing, buddy? Southwest, he said, it's time for Monday night. Rick Shredathon. Yes, sir. The Labor Day Guitar Shred Jam. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Hopefully everyone had a day off today. That was the best. It's the time of the week I look forward to. Days off from work. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Derail says, don't forget to hit that like button, everybody. Absolutely. Let's get them going. Kyle Billy in the house. What's up, buddy? He says, happy Labor Day. I'm at work. No. That's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, I've been there, buddy. I've been there. I've had to work on Labor Day, too. Never fun. Never fun. Rhonda Baker, how you doing? Good to see you. Erica Alvarez, hello and happy Labor Day to you. Hope you're doing good today. Derail said he's doing good. I love to hear it. Thank you. Yes, Labor Day. The one, I don't even know what Labor Day is for anymore. I just know, hurry up Labor Day, give me that extra day off. Now I got to wait till what, Thanksgiving for the next day off? Free day off or whatever? It is what it is. But we shall get there. We'll be Christmas before you know it. We're going to be putting up the Christmas tree any day now. I can feel it. All right, let's keep moving. nice little chill warm up there. That was a Dream Flight, the old classic. It's the first song I ever wrote when I came back to playing guitar again. And I don't play it too much. It's a nice little song nonetheless. Well, let's see. Let's hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much. Let's see. And Judy said, "Ha! Happy Day of Labor." Yeah, some people have that. Durrell said he's ready to rock. You got it, buddy. We'll do that for sure. Rhonda Baker says, "Working on any new songs?" Yes. Hello, Rhonda. Every Saturday I write a new song. I've been doing that since forever now. I think at least 7 months or more. I don't know how many months are we now. This is the 9th month. All year I've been writing a song every week. Maybe I missed a week or two. But yeah, I got tons of songs, tons of new stuff. Always working on something. I appreciate you. Zam said, "I liked it. That was chill." Thank you, Zam. Southwest, appreciate that, buddy. Phoenix Studios in the house. How you doing, buddy? He says, "Hey, Rick, coming to by to say hi and dropping a like." Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. That's awesome. All right, let's see. We'll kick it into Overdrive, this one. Let's kick it. Let's turn it up a notch on a Monday night. Now we're getting somewhere. That was a nice, faster jam. We're probably gonna slow it right back down in this next one. It's a newer song right here. I've only played this maybe once or twice, but it's a nice chill ballad. We're gonna keep it chill. You know, I don't know what does Labor Day even stand for anymore. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out. It's not like Memorial Day or anything like that. It's just like a day of rest, I guess they call it. Let's see. George Kaplan, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Rhonda, thank you. Dark Demon says, I'll walk away from my band because I got hit by a car. Now I can't play drums anymore. No way, dude. When did that happen, man? Oh, my God, bro. Hope you're okay, man. You never know, man. I mean, it depends on how well you recover, man. Look at Rick Allen from Def Leppard. He came right back, man. Well, he didn't come right back, but it took a bit, but he figured out a way to get going again. We'll see, man. I'll definitely I'll be praying for you, brother. I hope you're okay out there, man. Rhonda Baker, you're welcome. Judy said, if this is a warm-up, why is my house blazing? I know. Vice said, can we not try to use the word work today? Well, there's work every day. Don't matter what day it is. There's always work going on somewhere. Noel Ego, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate you, man. HDS in the house. What's up, brother? Evan Kelly, how you doing, buddy? I like those Kookaburra pictures, I should say. Those were cool. I've never seen one like that close, I don't think. At HD. George says, dude is on form. The song's amazing too. Anyone know the title? That one's called Jam 2025. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Rob Bowden, thanks, brother. Appreciate you, man. Armando, thank you there. Vice says, the fact of the day, there are more parasite species than host species. That sounds about right, man. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Southwest says, to celebrate we, the American working people. Okay, I feel that. I feel that. I work every day. Well, I work pretty much every day, man. I work Monday through Friday at my job, and I'm pretty much working around the clock on YouTube and stuff like that. So there's always some work going on. Evan says, Labor Day, well, I'm going to work on my home rescrewing fence palings. So there you go. You can do labor on Labor Day if you want. To me, I didn't do nothing. I slept in, ate, played video games. That's been my day. And then I worked a little bit on some stuff here. But yeah, let's go with this nice chill ballad. I hope I remember this one. It's been a while. It's a little more chill than I expected on that one. But that's a nice one. It's a nice little song there. That was written on July 19th, if you didn't know. But that's a recent song. Let's see. I saw Evan had a request, so we're gonna do that request next. I'm definitely warmed up for that. We got a lot of great comments, a lot of great people hanging out. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're having a good time. We're on our way to 65,000, so we'd love to see you come along with that. Zam says, Rick, how do you stay motivated to work every day? I'm not sure. A lot of Mountain Dew. Probably it's the fact that, at least we're working my job, I make money, and that is quite an incentive for sure to stay motivated. And as far as YouTube's concerned, I think, being in the company of these great people that come and hang out with me night after night, that keeps me motivated. And it's so much fun to hang out with everyone here. So there's always ways to get motivated, but trust me, there's ways to be discouraged too. But we try to stay positive always. Evan said he's embracing USA Labor Day in Australia. Now there you go, man. Make it happen, man. Judy says, welcome in, everybody. Great to have you with us. And please smash the like and sub so we can hang out again. Absolutely. Osman Ahmad, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, it's been a minute. How are you doing? Judy said, I like this one, Rick. Thank you. That's a fun one. Evan said, okay, well, Evan said, welcome home, King Diamond for Dark Demon, please, Rick. You got it, buddy. You got it. We got you covered. Oh, he said, I'm in the hospital and I'm getting out in 3 days. Can you play something special for me? I'll play 2 special things for you. How about that? Zach G, thanks, brother. Kirsty Parlaris, how you doing? Good to see you there. HD said, nice melody. Insert lighter flame here. Indeed. Thank you, Kirsty. I appreciate that. Dad Vibe says, seeing you first time, the talent, the perfect pitching, amazing. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate that. Thank you, HD. Kirsty, I know. It's all in my brain. What you just heard was probably 1,000 experiences I've had in my life right there. Evan said kookaburras are part of the kingfisher family. They're found all around the world. I don't see no kookaburras around here, man. That's for sure. Maybe at the zoo, but I don't even know. Thank you, Kirsty. Clayton says, for anyone questioning it, the new Tox event is a roaring good time. Just as metal as Rick shredding. Also, hello. Good to see you, Clayton. I want to see that, man. I heard it's good. I heard it's gory, too, which I like. So I'm down for that. I am. How you doing, son? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Feisty he says, have a ball ad. What kind of advertisement you watching? Oh, man. Let's see. Kirsty says, make the guitar cry. You know how we do. And she said, sounded heavily. Thank you, Kirsty. You're welcome, Rhonda. Thanks for listening to that one with me. Dad Vibe says, yeah, it sings like Jeff Becker, but quicker. I like that, man. I love Jeff. Juji says, Rick isn't out just to show a bunch of techniques, though he knows them, but gives music a heart and soul. That's true. This is true. Thank you, Kirsty. They say work time in Australia sucks right now. I feel that. Zach says, love the tone of that guitar. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, I swear to God, when I started playing again, I tried every single plugin I could find. Everything I had and previously had, I tried everything. And I got this amplitude, and within 10 minutes, I had this tone. I've not changed it. I've changed it a little bit, but I've had this same tone pretty much ever since. Here says 65,000. Let's go. Absolutely. We're trying. We're working. Feisty already knows. Yeah, everyone in Australia is already seeing the future. Tomorrow sucks, man. That's no good. Val Kimber, what's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Absolutely, Kirsty. You're quite welcome. Cowboy said, get Dove on a guitar face. There you go. Sleepless 13, how you doing, brother? Good to see you there. Let's see. There you go. Donald James and I said, what's up? I kind of wasn't expecting Rick until 6 o'clock. I know, yeah, tonight was the early night because it's Labor Day. Most people in America have the day off. So I figured we'd do it a little earlier because I don't usually stream on Monday. So I figured let's do a stream on Monday. We'll do it a little earlier so everyone else can, go about their day and whatever. Because I got to get up and go to work tomorrow, of course. But I don't necessarily stream on Mondays. So I figured it would be something interesting to do. There you go. Sleepless back. Tell a friend. That's what I'm talking about. Don just, I appreciate everyone's greeting, but I got to do something real quick. No problem, buddy. Osman says he's doing good. That's great to hear, my brother. Thank you, man, for letting me know. There you go, HD. Exactly. Crow in the house. What's up, good brother? Good to see you there. Rosana, buenas noches. Good to see you. Sleepless, I've been doing good, brother. How about you, man? Rosana from Brazil, we know. We love. Obrigado y buenas noches. Joseph Molchan, thank you so much for that super chat, buddy. Truly appreciate that. Evan says, does American have mobile phone cameras for finding drivers using these phones, or no? No, probably not. There's cameras at lights. Most cities have light cameras at the stoplights, and they're watching. Christopher C knows. Cheers to the holiday. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. All right, we're gonna do two Andy LaRock things right in a row. We're gonna do Welcome Home solo from King Diamond featuring Andy LaRock, and we're gonna do the Trapped in the Corner solo from Death, also featuring Andy LaRock. So let's do King Diamond first here. This one's for Evan for Dark Demon. Or request from Evan for Dark Demon. Let's go. King Diamond, welcome home. And let's kick it with our buddy, our rest in peace, Chuck Schuldner. This one's for you, brother. I'm getting better at that solo. If anyone knows that solo right there, that's one of the most difficult solos ever. It's insane. It is insane to play that solo. All right, we got some great comments here. Let's check those out, and we'll move on. I got a selection of classical pieces, classical metal pieces coming up here. So make sure if you enjoy the neoclassical sound, stick around. We're gonna be cranking it here. All right, let's see. Sleep say you've been pretty good. I love to hear it, man. I love to hear it. Val says, I try to avoid cities. I hear that. There you go, Juji. Brody, the Super Shredder. What's up, brother? Good to see you tonight. Hope you guys are doing well out there. Mama Shredder in the house. How you doing, Mama? We got the Shredder family. Y'all making some floats tonight? Labor Day floats. I don't know what we're gonna have tonight. We can't make floats because we have half chocolate, half vanilla ice cream. That's not gonna work. We'll have some chocolate. We'll have some ice cream with whipped cream, no probably. Whipped cream. Crow knows that. King Diamond, brother. Yes, sir. Brody, I'm doing good. How you doing tonight? Donald James said, I played Trapped in Corn earlier, but it's pretty much just my version since it's can't get exactly. It's a hard one, dude. It's so hard. I mean, trust me. I've been like, I studied Andy LaRocque's playing for years and years, and a lot of the King Diamond stuff I can just pick up right away. But that particular one right there, it's something different. It's something different, man. It's a tough one, man. Stardust got the link to Brody's channel. Y'all, if you haven't checked out Brody the Super Shredder, by God, please click on that link and give him a sub. We truly appreciate that. This is the future of heavy metal right there, so make sure you click on that. Jake's 5 and said he's finally off work. Hope you guys will. We're doing good already, buddy. Good to see you. Evan says tools have been put down to rock out Rick's awesome King Diamond cover, which never is boring to me. I know that's right. I love some King Diamond. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's see. Got a lot of comments here. I'm trying to get through them all. Mama said no float yet, Stardust. Yeah, we have to try that. What do you get? When you say you get cherry floats, what do you get? Some cherry soda or something for that? I have to try that. I would like a grape float. I got some grape crush and some vanilla ice cream, I could go for that. That would be something. Y'all got me thinking now. You got me thinking. Joseph Mochan says, first time seeing you, do your thing, brother love. Thank you, bro. Christopher sees any picking techniques. There's only one, buddy, and that's alternate picking. And I'm going to expand this exercise in a video, but check this out, real simple, easy. On your E string, any string really, but 10, 13, 12, 13. This is what you practice, quarter notes. Actually, that's eighth notes, so it's quarter notes. Then you practice eighth notes. Then you practice the 16ths. Then you practice the 30 seconds. And you're doing down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And never change that. Never change that down, up. Start at 80 beats per minute. Practice at like about 10 minutes. About 5 minutes at 80. Move it up to 90. And keep moving it up. Keep moving it up. And keep going through the note quotients. And you'll be there, man. But I'm going to make another video, a full video of that one. Alvaro Perlas, hello, buddy. Good to see you. Thank you, Brody. If I said this is actually really good. Singer outstanding. Never heard of him. Channel is Heavy Metal Obscurities, Medieval Steel. Were they an LA band? There's a lot of crazy bands from the early 80s that were like super like metal style. Roy said, no, we're getting gelato. There you go. Okay, Mama said cherry soda. We gotta find some cherry soda. But then again, like I said, I'm thinking about a grape one. That sounds good. A grape float. Macario in the house. He said, hello, my brother. I'm hoping you're having an awesome rocking night and day. Thank you, Macario. Good to see you, brother. That bro, he said, I'm blushing. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You're doing the Lord's work, and that's the truth. Jake's 5 said, I hate how people leave dishes at work because it costs me to get 30. Yeah, all right. I don't like when people leave dishes in the sink. That's why I don't have dishes. If I say it was a holiday in Australia, I said, I don't know. Mama said cherry floats are our favorite. Nice. If I said it was Kangaroo Day yesterday, I don't know. Froggy J, what's up, buddy? I'm doing great. How about you, my friend? HD said he ate too much pulled pork. You can eat too much pulled pork. You get that meat sweats. That's bad news. Brody said he loved cherry gelato, and he does that warm up all the time. There you go, buddy. That's a good one. That's the best one to do, man. I mean, that's the quickest way to synchronize picking, alternate picking. That's where to go. Kyle Billy says, hey, Rick, I'm going to buy a Yamaha FG800 concert acoustic guitar. Christmas came around. That's beautiful, dude. Very nice, man. Yeah, I used to have a Yamaha acoustic back in the day, man. They're nice, man. Makara says, that's why I love you, my brother. You know how to rock, never change, always make a cry. Absolutely. Wayne says, okay, I'll give it a try. Absolutely, buddy. There is another video. I do have a video on my channel. It's a different exercise, but for when I'm doing lives like this and I got to move along, that's the quick exercise there. But if you want to go to my channel, there is a video called The Exercise That Every Guitar Player Should Know. That's a little more in depth on that. Mama said, "Oh, it's the best homemade. That's what we're getting tonight." There you go. Wayne, I never learned any Steve Vai stuff. I listened to him though. Listened to him a lot. Listened to his lot of solo stuff, Flexible, whatever that For the Love of God album. He played on an album with Alcatraz. I listened to that quite a bit. What was the other thing? He didn't do it. No, he did second Whitesnake album. He played on the David Lee Roth stuff. I do love that. I never tried to learn it though, man. I was more in the Yngwie side of things. Mama said grape works. We have done orange too. I think we might have some grape crush sitting around here. Jake said he's getting some Papa John's with his best friend. You can't go wrong with that, man. Christopher says I only alternate pick just trying to speed up. Want to get my hero's pace. There you go, baby. That's the one then, man. If you're doing alternate picking, then just practice that simple exercise. One more time. 10, 13, 12, 13. And you can do that anywhere. Simple. Or you do it up and down. That's the easy, quick and easy way for sure. Oh, let's see. Trap King says, "Keep it the great work. It'll definitely pay off, brother. Thank you, Trap. Appreciate that." Donald James says, "I can't stand the pile of dishes. I know. I used to have roommates back in the day. Used to have an ex back in the day. Dish crazy. It was like, what are all these dishes? I said, screw this, man. No more dishes. We're getting paper plates, plastic plates, whatever. Plastic forks, knives, spoons. No more dishes. I ain't washing these things. Too much work. I'd rather pay the extra money and just have paper. I'm lazy like that, though. All right, looks like we got the comments up in here. So let's go ahead and move on. We'll start with some classical jams. This one is off my album that you can hear on my YouTube page right now, anytime you like. This one's called Symphony 40, so let's kick into it. was Symphony 40 right there. Working on a t-shirt for that one. We have a concept. It's just not getting finalized. We're going to figure something out. It's a cool shirt, though. It'll be a cool shirt when it's all done. I promise you that. All right, let's see. Juji said that's why she lives alone for a reason. Yeah, I feel that. I lived alone for a while, too. I was like, and it was nice. I didn't have nothing to worry about. But, we got it covered nowadays. HD said, when I make pizza, I become Papi Juan. My pizza goes Mexican, no dang pineapple. There you go, man. I like barbecue and chicken or barbecue and beef, something like that. That's what I get. There you go, HD. Zam says, I love your guitar tips, Rick. My pleasure, buddy. I got plenty. I wish I had more time to drop more of them, but yeah, I'm trying to make more videos of guitar tips and stuff like that. I got one vibrato. I got a vibrato video I've been working on. I got another exercise video I've been working on. And then I got a how to understand modes one that I've been working on. So we're trying to get these done. There you go, Val. Scott in the house, how you doing, buddy? HD said today ended up being new gear day anyway. Total surprise. Wasn't expecting my guitar until tomorrow. Yeah, it was a nice looking one. Yeah. Is that the Enya? Is it called the Vivaldi-inspired? Is that what it's called? I know it's got like a speaker. I've seen these. I've seen a lot of. I've said it on this Discord where a lot of content creators talk about it. Yeah, it's got a little speaker. It's Bluetooth. It's got a bunch of tones on it. I think there's like a Sustainiac button too. You can do like have ultimate sustain or something. It's like a nice guitar though. I've seen quite a few content creators promoting it or whatever you want to call it. Brody, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, Juji Crow. Appreciate you there. Jake Vibes said getting some pizza and wings. About to tear him up. There you go. Chris Liggett, thank you. Rhonda said favorite song, Symphony 40. Thank you. You're welcome. Zam says, I think my PA is dying. I play it for 5 minutes at full volume, and then about 5 minutes it pops down to 10% volume. Not looking forward to replacing it. Oh, man, dude. I feel that, man. Could be a transformer or the fuse going bad. Might be some answers out there for you, but hopefully it's something easy to fix. Jake Fine says, is that Symphony 40 out here? Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, yeah, it was called the Vivaldi-inspired. That's it. Yep. Chris Liggett, thank you, buddy. HD said, not gonna lie, he was worried it was a plastic toy, but most certainly it's not. Yeah, it looks like a real guitar. There's another one out there that is plastic. It's called the Aero Band. It's got a bunch of like silicone strings, and it's not even really a guitar. It's like more like a MIDI instrument. I think it's like for people that maybe when they play guitar it hurts their fingers and stuff like that. So it's kind of neat in a way. If I had one, if someone gave me one, or the company gave me one, I'd try it out or whatever. But it seems like it's just for non-guitar players. But I think it's called Aero Band. I think it is. Pretty neat though. It's got like some you can have keyboard sounds on it and everything, which is pretty neat. HG said he loves it. He didn't put it down until dinner. Nice, dude. Cool kid. What's up, buddy? Good to see you there. Okay, she says that 15-watt built-in speaker, carbon fiber composite, built-in effects, and it costs to be plugged into a rig. Nice. Cool kid. Thank you so much, brother. I truly appreciate that, man. Sleepless says he wants to hear K.com. Good news for you, buddy. I have it on my list for tonight. We do. We will. Jake said, you almost forgot to like the stream. No. All right, what's next on my list? We're going to do Apocalyptic after that one. This is a newer one here. We're trying to go with this will be a little classical themed section of the show right now. All right, but this one's called Apocalyptic. This is a brand new one. Wrote it, when did I write it? July 28th. All right, let's go. Apocalyptic. That's a fun one to play. Very fun to play that one. What we got next on this list here? Okay, Cold Winter. Going with the classical theme tonight, we'll be playing some Cold Winter Night, aka Vivaldi. All right, let's get that ready to roll here. A lot of great comments. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Oh, let's see. Oh man, we got a lot of. Okay, I remember that. Let's see. Cool Kid said he was thinking about buying one of those just because it would be fun. There's a ton of different tone settings built in the guitar. Yeah, it's not too shabby. What's it cost? Like $349 or something? Maybe $299, $300. They look like they're quality instruments for sure. Something good to start with too, and it's got everything you want. You need. I think you can connect it to your phone and everything. They got Bluetooth. There you go, sleepers. We'll get to that chaotic. I promise you that. I promise you that, brother. Kyle says I'm gonna buy that Yamaha FG800. Someone said they sold their Martin guitar for the Yamaha. Nice. Martins are quality guitars too, no doubt. But you will have no problem with that Yamaha, dude. That thing will sound very, very nice. Judy says, Rick, you should write a song on how Mountain Dew makes you feel. Probably that one there. Apocalyptic all the time. Judy says, yes, love the choral singer. Yeah, me too. I love this program I have. HD said, the fret ends are rolled. The neck profile is great. It has a nice profile with a 12-inch radius fretboard. Ceramic pickups. Humbucker single coil with a 5-way. Nice, dude. Crow knows do the Rick. Absolutely. And HD says it's got a push-pull to split the humbucker. Dang. There you go, Brody. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. That's a crazy jam right there. Thanks, HD. Carlos Galindo, what's up, brother? He says, that's a cool jam. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Juji Crow, thank you. Frenchie announced, brother, good to see you. Frenchie says, subscribe. Make sure you do that. Jake's Five said, damn, Rick, bringing me joy after a stressful hard day. Absolutely, buddy. We're going to kick it in overdrive here. Brody got the fires going. He says, y'all spam some fire emojis. Thank you, buddy. Frenchie says, beautiful execute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Brody's killing it over there with them. Jake's vibing, dropping the fires. Nice. Even HD said, this is freaking fire. Thanks, buddy. And Brody said, I'm on fire. I better get my fire extinguisher out. This could be bad. Thank you, Stardust. Stardust will have the fire extinguisher. Brody said, that was clean as F, Rick. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Judy said, really put on the finger grease. Yeah, it took me a second to get into it. The first little part, when it gets into the arpeggios, I was like, I don't think I was ready for it. But I cleaned it up there after. Ray Freeze, how you doing, brother? Great to see you. That looks awesome, man. Thank you, buddy. Cool kid, thank you. Brody's like, that's absolutely insane. I was feeling that one. Yeah, that's a cool one. I like that one. I keep getting new toys for my studio, so I keep messing with them, and it keeps inspiring me. Jake knows Vivaldi, let's go. You know it, buddy. Fred Hinkle, how you doing, my brother? Great to see you tonight, all the way from Southern Indiana. Gratitude, there you go, buddy. Good to see you, too. Cool Kid says, yeah, close to that, but they go on sale time. Yeah, and I think a lot of these creators have like a discount code. Like, yeah, put my discount code in for 20% off. So yeah, if you look around, you might be able to get a deal on it for sure. HD said he got the first part of Sister Christian solo down, sort of. He knows the sequence. Totally my tap harmonics aren't quite near that. Yeah, Brad Gillis and Jeff Watson. People don't know about Jeff Watson, man. Maybe they do. But Jeff Watson was something else of a player, man. Both him and Brad, man, were amazing. Brody knows Rick do Storm. That's what's up. Okay, HD, correct. It was HSS. Okay, so humbucker, single. Got it. Lisa Anderson, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Christopher C. just says, I just want to say you're very inspiring. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Very kind of you. If I said this is very good for shreditation, absolutely. Marsoni Kadiwangan from Indonesia. Good to see you, buddy. Great to see you. Old Greg in house says, Rick, do you have any sports teams you support? I sure do, buddy. NFL, Las Vegas Raiders. NBA, Miami Heat. Formula One, Mercedes, AMG, Petronas, and Ferrari. Those are my favorites right there. I don't watch too much sports beyond that. Actually, I'm sorry, hockey. I forgot about hockey. Tampa Bay Lightning and Pittsburgh Penguins. HD said it has a really nice 2-point trim that actually works. It's basically a neck through design. That's sick, dude. All right, cool kids. Okay, Rick, I got a question and a follow-up question. All right, lay it on me, brother. Lay it on me. My man, he says, I am Japanese. I'm very moved. That brought me to this. Don arigato gozaimasu. Ichiban no ofendes. Thank you, buddy. Minasai ko arigato. That's amazing, man. I love Japan. Japan was one of my favorite places to visit in my past touring days. And that's amazing when I see someone from Japan say that. And that's beautiful, beautiful, buddy. Cool Kid says, do you play only your own music or you play others? I 99.9% play all my originals. With that being said, I do have quite a selection of like cover solos, like stuff that I played when I was very young. 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, cover band stuff. But it was just the solo parts really, but it just depends. I know a ton of riffs too, like, so I'll be like, hey, play that one song riff. I can, I usually can play it. Old Greg says, all the Brazilian love and no favorite soccer team. I used to play soccer when I was a kid. I haven't got into it. But whoever Messi plays for, Messi's my favorite. There you go. Ohio gozaimasu. Jermaine Chapa, hello to you, buddy. Good to see you. Mark Williams, I'm doing good, buddy. And my friend from Japan said he subscribed to the channel. Don't arigato. Crow says, Real Madrid always. There you go. HD knows Japan is an amazing country. The Japanese people are the best as well. This is true, man. Cool Kid says, oh, sick. My follow-up question is, do you know any racetracks? I barely know a little bit. I knew a little bit of Scarified. Like, as I go. What's that one called? I can't remember. Very little, man. The thing I mostly learned from Paul Gilbert was a lot of his techniques. I used to have a bunch of Paul Gilbert instructional videos. I used to pour over it like crazy, man. Kyle Bailey says, thank you, Japan, for Yamaha. Indeed, indeed. This guitar was made in Japan. Chuchingaki Factory. This is all the ones I made are made in Japan. I love them. Josh the drum man, good to see you, buddy. HD knows Shrapnel Records. That was the stuff, man. Evan says, I'm sorry. I'm back. I'm sorry. Phone call about some body corporate work. Oh, man. That sounds wild. All right, Lisa says, she going to be walking them dogs. No problem. Technical difficulties. Thank you. I don't know the songs. I've heard the songs. And I kind of listened to it and I figured it out. My friend says, I'm sharing this so that more people in Japan can get to know you. Thank you, buddy. If you can understand me, in the 2000s, I was pretty popular in Japan. We toured there twice, and I was in Young Guitar magazine. I was in Burn magazine several times. My album was number 21 on the Japanese import charts back then. So, but it's been a long time, my friend. 2004 was the last time I've been to Japan. So. It was a great time, though. And I thank you for sharing this to anyone you know, buddy. Cool Kid says, yeah, man, Paul Gilbert's one of my idols. You should, YRO? Yeah, YRO, Yngwie ripoff is what he called it. Yeah, of course. That's a shredder, man. Yes, indeed. I listen, I have all the Racer X, I have the first Racer X albums, Street Lethal, and Second Heat. I have both of those on my iTunes playlist. And I listened to him a lot when I was a kid. Paul's something else. Paul's a super cool guy, too. I've never met him yet, but I'd love to meet him. I'd love to meet him. All right, we got all the comments covered. Let's go here. This is called Cold Winter Night. This is based on Vivaldi's Winter Movement. Let's go. Cold Winter Night, aka Vivaldi's Winter Movement. That's a fun one to play. The more I play it, the better I get in it too. All right, let's see. All right, we're gonna move on with a newer. Oh, this is an old song. It's an old new song coming up. Another classical based piece. If I can find it. Where are you? Okay, here we go. Man, I need to redo this one actually. But anyway, we're gonna do this one. This next song coming up is off an new album coming out really soon. Hopefully sooner than later. But it's been in the process for a long time. But we'll get that going. Evan says, thank you, Mr. Yamaha-san. Awesome docket watch. There you go. Anthony Warren, yo, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Jake Spider said, I like to see the cherry blossom trees in Japan. They're very beautiful. Oh, yes. Thanks, cool kid. Jake Spider feeling that cold winter. Val said he liked to fish in Japan. I never did that. Evan said a COC float is called a spider in Australia. Interesting. Thank you, Juji. Evan said there's no normal day in Australia. I feel that. Scott feeling that Guthrie Govan vibe. There you go. Guthrie's amazing, dude. Juan Vasconcelos. Thank you, buddy. Evan says we would name it the Anzac Evo. That's your name in the Discord, isn't it? Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that, brother. Zam says, oh, wow, I really like those 30-second or alternate picking passes during the main violin thing. Thank you, buddy. Gloria in the house. How you doing? She said, I've been away for a while because I had COVID. What? For a while, didn't even want to lift my head. I thought, no way. I can't believe that stuff's still flapping around there anymore. We hope you feel better. We never got it during that time, and I know some people that did, and it ain't no fun, and it still ain't no fun. But we'll be praying for you, Glory, to get better. That's for sure. Thank you, HD. Let's see. Evan thinks sushi is awesome. I'm not a fan of it, but if you are, that's cool. That's cool. Yep, Stardust wants to go to that Square Enix cafe. For sure. I swear, I had a good following in Japan. If I could just find them again, we'd be good. It's some great times in Japan, but we'd be right in Tokyo for sure. Evan Kelly's feeling that one there. Zam said, oh man, this is the best shred of the night, man. Thank you, buddy. Thanks, cool kid. Vaughn, thank you, buddy. HD said, I should probably learn to play one of them before I buy anymore. I true that. I feel you, man. I know, when I was a kid, I had one guitar, man. And it wasn't until I probably turned 18 that I started being able to buy more guitars, man. But I stuck on that one guitar. My friend from Japan, don't arigato. Anthony said, ridiculous song. Well done. Thank you, buddy. All right, Donald James said he can sit his buns down, guitar in lap, and play along. Let's go. All right, buddy. We got you. Cool Kid said he got a dip. It's a pleasure listening. Hope to catch a live stream soon. Thank you, Frosty. Thanks, Cool Kid. Have a great night, buddy. Appreciate you there. Jason Ball, thanks, man. Appreciate that. See, I thought, I want to do it early. The next, I think, well, Gloria probably be, this would be early enough for Gloria. It won't be a late night, so it's good to see you. I thought we might see you tonight. Crow says, Rick, please don't play Speeder on Driving My Car. I don't want to cry. True that. It's a nice chill one, I think, after this, mostly. HD said, Cornholio's 19th Mutation. It's probably a good song. Joe Bapolo, there you go. He says, please. I don't know what we're pleasing, but appreciate you, buddy. Okay, I'm sorry. Joe Bapolo says, please do the solo from one. Don't know how it goes. Wait, does it go like this? Don't know, buddy. Never try to learn. I don't like Metallica that way. Tino in the house. What's up, brother? He says, what's going on? Good to see you, man. I know, whatever happened to the cherry on top? I don't like the cherry on top. Never did. I usually take it and throw it off to the side. I don't want no fruit in my ice cream. Don't give me fruit in my ice cream, man. I want whipped cream. I want hot fudge. I want peanut butter sauce. We don't want no fruit. All right, let's go. This is called The Return right here. I've got a new album coming out really soon, probably maybe by the end of the year, early next year, if we can get it done in time. But this one's based on a Mozart piano sonata, and it's called The Return. And when the album's ready, I will have more information for you. But check this one out. right, that's called The Return right there. I shall be on a new album coming very soon. That's almost done. So we'll get that cooking. I can't wait to play that one with the real band, of course. We got a lot of great comments here. Appreciate everyone hanging out tonight. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Donald James said, Crean sounds better. There you go. Dale usually got the score here. TCU 10, North Carolina 7. Nice, man. Donald James says, pretty pleased with some hot fudge on top. You can't go wrong with hot fudge, man. Cheryl Noam, good to see you there. Evan said his mom and dad got a cherry tree in their backyard. Dang, man. There you go, Juji. Cheryl, thank you for that. Val said, you got some chestnut trees covered in nuts this year. If the raccoons and squirrels don't eat them all. You have some chestnuts roasted on an open fire this year for that, man. Feist says his name is Feisty. He's a chocoholic. I feel that, man. I feel that. Hey, she said, them darn varmints. Evan, there you go. Dale, good to see you, buddy. Access said Rocket Rick. Rocket Rick, that's your new name. There you go, buddy. That's funny, man. And DJ, Val said, hey, 100 pounds of chestnuts. Dang, man. Christopher Caliero, he says, did I make it in time? Pretty much. We only an hour or so in, buddy. We got plenty more to go tonight for sure. And thank you so much, bud. Ricardo Oliveira Silva, obrigado, mi amigo. Thank you. Juji says, Rick the Do Renstrom, like Mike the Situation. True that. Scott says some deep purple sounding phrasing. Oh yeah, of course. I love Richie Blackmore. He is my second most influential guitar player on my list, man. Yngwie, Richie, Uli. That's my top 3 right there. Axe knows, do the do. Rick gives some guitar skills. It's true. Kevin said the emotional one. There you go. Leo Doherty, good to see you there. Christopher says extremely good transitions. Thank you, Christopher. I appreciate that. HD says Red Bull gives people wings. Mountain Dew gives Rick shreddability. I would think so. Leo, thank you, buddy. Crow, there you are. Thanks, gratitude. Tino says, dang, fire, brother. Thank you, Tino. Since you're here, Tino, would you like to hear Throne of Obsidian, my friend? Let me know. Let me know. HD, thank you, Christopher. Sleepless, thank you. Ricardo, he says, show, you know it. Donald James like, that song was sick. Thank you, buddy. That's a fun one to play. Christopher said, that was pure fire. Thank you, buddy. Donald James says, his property is surrounded by blackberry bushes that don't die. Yikes. Gloria says, that was awesome, Rick. What's the name of that song? That's called The Return, Gloria. I think it's the last song on the album, if I remember correctly. But yeah, it's a nice one. It's based on this little Mozart. I heard this little Mozart piano sonata, and it was this one little piece, the main theme of this song. I was like, I love that, and I want to make a song for it. Anthony knows that reborn Black Sabbath was a Dio computer guy. That's a killer one there, man. Rhonda says, going dark here in Colorado and watch my yard, Katie. 5 birds. Dang. Listen to you always. Thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate you. Vice says the easy way to make ice cream topping is use coconut oil mixed with chocolate and peanut butter and simmer it. Pour it on warm, forms a shell. Man, I used to get that magic shell, man. That was my jam back in the day. Magic shell. Loved it. Scott knows The Return. Absolutely, brother. Kevin Carter's old rockin' Renstrom, my brother. Checking in. Good to see you. Good to see you, Kevin. Tino says, heck yeah, I've been itching for that sweet sound of fire. You got it, brother. My friend from Japan says he don't understand English very well, but I can tell your guitar is very attractive. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you, my friend. I was going to play the new song of the week, but since Tino's here, we'll play Throne of Obsidian, because that's in the classical vein. Throne of Obsidian is the classical vein, so we'll do the Throne of Obsidian here. If I can find it, as usual. Here, all right, here's Throne of Obsidian. All right, let's kick it into Overdrive with this one. Another classical piece. And let's see. All right, let me put this shirt up, man. I didn't put no shirts up tonight, or did I? I put no shirts up tonight, man. All right, this one's a cool one here. We're going to put this shirt up on the screen for y'all to check out. If you're interested in any merchandise, you can click on this link on the screen and check out anything you like. It's free to look at the store, so if you're interested, take a look, and it's free to check. Absolutely. But this one, I got the shirt on the screen. This song is called Throne of Obsidian. Let's go. Ah, there you have it. Throne of Obsidian. That's a wonderful song to play. I love that song. Such a mix of minor and major keys, key change as well. Oh man, it's a good song. I'm feeling that one. All right, let's see. Now that was pretty much it. I do have the new song of the week if anyone's interested in that, but I think we're gonna play Chaotic Calm next because that was requested. So we'll get that lined up, and maybe we'll play the new song of the week after that, which has been pretty fun to play. All right, let's see what we got. A lot of great comments here. Evan says, Rick reminds me of stick insects. Too much fast action and risk catch on fire. There you go. I said it does taste like magic, so nice, man. Hey, man, if you could save a couple bucks, man, go for it, brother. I'm going to get that. I'm going to get it right out of that, right from the grocery store. But I don't get, we just get whipped cream or Hershey's chocolate, the syrup is good. That's pretty much what I'm into. It's easy stuff, man. Crow says, we ain't got to speak the same language. Music is universal. Ain't that the truth, brother? Absolutely. Gloria says, Rick and Stars, how was your week? It's been going pretty nice. Pretty nice. At least it'll be a short week this week, and plus I get to work from home tomorrow, so it'll be even shorter, which is a beautiful thing. Tino says, thanks, brother. I appreciate you got it, my friend. Kevin said, I got to get a dang shirt. Absolutely, brother. Just mark one as your favorite. Mark your favorites, and get when you can get to it, man. No problem. The store ain't going nowhere, bro. But I appreciate that. Poison Daggers, what's up, my man? Good to see you, bro. Evan says, you can see my Martin in the Discord group with the crocodile pattern gears. There you go. I think I saw it. I'll have to look again. The Discord goes crazy. I'm trying to keep up. It's hard to keep up. Thank you, Juji. Ryan says, to be sure, Fifth Bird got your music playing like catnip. There you go. Christopher says, pure talent, right? That's no joke. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Fight says, your worst song is only slightly less amazing. I feel that, man. I try and write good stuff, man. There's some tunes I hear them and I go, die, you know. Tino says, play it, brother. Symphonies, man, for real. Heck yeah, dude. Jake says, playing with soul again. Oh, yes. Zach Carty, yo, what's up, brother? Great to see you, man. Just gotta love the holiday shred session. Rick Renstrom for the win. Great to see you, Zach. Been a minute, buddy. I hope you're doing good out there, man. There you go, Christopher. Evan said the recorder, the triangle. There you go. Christopher says a love for the music for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have a great night, Rhonda. We'll see you soon. Tino says, make it sound so natural, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gloria says, I see you're almost at 65K, Rick. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, we're getting there slowly but surely. The YouTube algorithm has been real picky lately, and I've seen a lot of people having, like, they're not, you know, there was a time where people were just blowing up left and right. I think they've, like, pushed it down a little bit or something. And I've seen a lot of people having the same issue, but we're getting there slowly but surely. Slow and steady wins the race. Ain't that right? Christopher says, I play piano. I know how hard it is to play music. Absolutely, buddy. Absolutely. There you go. Tina, Donald, James said he loved that one. There you go, buddy. Sleepless feeling it. Val knows no cherries for Rick. Absolutely, man. No fruit on my ice cream, man. No fruit. Don't want it. Jake says, amazing playing sweet, sweet music. Thank you, brother. Anthony says, when you came back from not playing, how long did it take you to rebuild your hand strength and dexterity for these songs? He says, it's a couple months, man. Probably 2 or 3 months, man, of continuous practice. And the exercise that I have on my channel is what I practice every day for a good 20 to 30 minutes, if not more. But yeah, it was a couple months, man. I was real rusty, and it only got better and better as I kept playing and playing, and doing these live streams, all the time. Because YouTube didn't have these type of live streams, so I was doing this on TikTok for almost a year, I think, and it really got me back in shape. But it took a couple months just to even be able to play clean again. That's for sure. HD says, since it's been pretty much 100 degrees here all summer, an early prolonged winter would be very welcome for me. I feel that, man. Gratitude says, oh man, I got yogurt on my phone. I've had that happen, man. When I go to work, when I get to work and I sit down and get it all ready, I got a yogurt. And sometimes when I crack that thing open, and I'll take a spoon out, some yogurt will fall around on my shirt. I'm like, I just got here, man. I got yogurt on my shirt now. Gloria, I haven't played Speeder yet, but we can play that for you if you like. Christopher says, you practice a lot. I say, oh yeah, for sure, man, for sure. And I practiced a ton in my day, a ton. Sal James says he got the Obsidian shirt. I think it's only fitting that I learned that song. There you go, buddy. Absolutely, man. Scott said 80s, 90s, MAB. Oh man, Nitro, dude. Freight Train, that's my jam right there. Christopher, you got to go to work in an hour. I feel that, man. On a Labor Day, nonetheless, man. Slim, what's up, brother? Good to see you there. Anthony says, I get rusty after a week. I can't imagine if you're... Yeah, I know. I know, man. It's tough, dude. And that was 5 years. I didn't touch the guitar. I didn't look at it. Didn't crack it open. Didn't do nothing. I was like, nah, I didn't want to play it. I didn't want nothing to do with it. And, then I got back into it, and I was like, in my brain, I was like, I could play, But when I started trying to play, I was like, oh, this is terrible, man. And you can see some early videos. I have all the old, original live streams that I did on my channel from like 2.5 years ago. They're still there. And you can see what the difference is between then and now, for sure. Let's see, Glory, there you go. Alter Repair says, your shredding is honestly insane, and love you. Thank you, buddy. Hazard Night now, she says, play Voices by M.I. Dub. Man, I love Motionless in White, dude. It's one of my favorite bands. I do not know that one particularly. What's the one I know of? Is it Creatures? Or is that Immaculate Deception? I love Disguise. It's probably my favorite song of all time. Or Motionless in White. I actually got a Motionless in White t-shirt coming soon. Anthony says, my buddy Skates took 2 years off, and he says the same thing. His brain knows how, but his body don't do it. It's right? Graduates, that sounds familiar. Absolutely, buddy. I know. All right, we're gonna switch some things around. We're gonna do Speeder real quick for Gloria. And we're going to play the new song. Then we shall play Catacomb. We will play Catacomb, I promise you that. All right, this one's called Speeder, everybody. Buckle up, hunker down. Watch out, this gets dangerously bumpy. Speeder, everybody. Now there's Speeder. Yeah, that's a good one there. Appreciate everyone hanging out for that one. That was a good, I don't know, I was making a few mistakes here and there, sadly. You probably didn't hear him, but I heard him. That's a tough one. That's like a crazy song. Got a lot of notes going on there, a lot of notes. Hazard Knight says, love it, keep it up, man. Absolutely, buddy. I do want to learn some motion, so I really enjoy that band. I've listened to them since 2013, I believe. When I first heard them was in 2013, so it's been a long time. A great band. I really enjoy it, and I love what they do lately. So, the sad fact about me is I don't learn stuff anymore most of the time. I would like to. If I had more time, I would like to learn stuff. Time is of the essence. Rosana Obrigado. She says, sensacional. Thank you. Extreme Black Cruiser now says, I have never seen heavy metal or rock bands take on classical piece and transform it into. Absolutely, buddy. That's one of my things I like to do. I studied classical in college, and it was always a dream of mine to, like, turn a lot of my favorite classical pieces into metal or rock songs or something. Make them fun. So it's kind of cool. I got a lot more ideas, man. Again, with the time, if I had more time, I'd have about probably 6 more classical pieces done. My gosh, the time I don't have. Dylan in the house, he says, great time to join. Absolutely, brother. There you go, Juji. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Rosanna, Gloria, Val, HD, Lisa, and HD again. Boquette, Samuel. Look at all these. Boquette, Gloria, Scott, Rosanna, Val. Thank you guys so much. That is awesome. Lots of emojis popping off on that one. Evan says, Anzacs are biscuits sent over by Australian country ladies to soldiers in war times, and Eve O, sort of like Steve-O, but not Evo. Like a Mitsubishi. I got you, man. That makes sense now. Glory says, hit that like button and subscribe, people. Absolutely. Jake said, I'll never not love this song. There you go, brother. Appreciate that. Thank you, Rosanna. You're welcome, Gloria. Thank you. Keegan Hopkins dropping Jules. Yo, bro, thank you so much, man. That's awesome, dude. Appreciate that. Prithvi Mas, thank you so much. Donald James said, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, I love playing along. Absolutely, brother. Jake says, I promise you, Rick, we don't notice the mistakes. I'm glad you don't. I'm glad you don't. Evan said, if I was rich, I'd buy a Steve Vai Evo guitar. Oh, that's a beautiful guitar, too. I got a friend that has one. It's amazing. Vicey says he's allergic to learning. I feel that. I'm not allergic to it. I just don't have time. I don't sit down and do it. I'd rather take the time I'd go learn something and write something. That is that's my thing. But if I had extra time, I'd probably do it, Like I learned, but a lot of stuff I can, like I play, like the cover stuff I do, it's stuff that I've heard millions of times in my head and I know it in my head. And I've played it before as a youngster. Ricardo, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Kyle Billy says again, thank you, Japan, for Yama. Indeed, brother. Val said he's watching a video about Mozart, and my mind went straight to Rick. Absolutely, man. I love me some Mozart, man. Dale, there you go, buddy. Crow says, Rick, I'm home now. Park my car. Safe space. Oh, yeah, that's right. We just played it, so you're in luck. Gloria wanted to hear it, so we had to do it. Chris Montague says, I want to be here. I want to hear one of the first face melters you learned, the OG lick. There you go, man. I might have an idea. Dylan said, since you helped me to rediscover Saber Tiger, I figured if I see another 80s metal band, Japanese. I think actually Saber Tiger was the 90s, to be honest. As far as 80s are concerned, I got one for you. Look up the band called Dead End. D-E-A-D, D-E-A-D, and then End, E-N-D. Dead End. I think it's called Memento Mori, the first album, and then Shambara was their second album. I'll see if I can look it up for you, Dylan. He says, have you ever heard of a Ninja and Isu? I have not. That doesn't sound familiar. Val said a Mozart movie had a principal from... Oh, yeah, it's Amadeus, of course, yes. The movie itself, Amadeus. Evan said, awesome piano, harmonious, absolutely, man. I think we got it covered. Let's see, this new song. This is a brand new song I just wrote Saturday. It's based on what's called Concierto de Aranjuez by Rodrigo. It's a classical piece I used to play in college. It's a whole lot slower than what you're going to hear, the real piece. It's just part of a movement of a larger concerto, but this is pretty cool. We always wanted to do this one for a while, so let's check it out. Has no title other than 083025, so let's go. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's getting better. That's the third time I played it, and I get a little better every step. So thank you for listening to that. It's a brand new song, but I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button if you're having a good time. Appreciate it. Let's see. Dylan say you got their wiki open. I'll give them a check out. Just cool, man. If you're not, are you part of the Discord yet, Dylan? If you're not, man, join that Discord. I'll pop it up there too. But I've got a couple of their albums. They're really cool. I really enjoyed their stuff. They're a really great guitar player too. Jake said, new song time, let's go. Absolutely, buddy. Gratitude, thank you. Val said, it's hard off right off the bat. Oh, yeah, man. Jake said, the melodies on this already got me hooked. That's a nice one, man. It's got a really nice, kind of a Spanish melody too. I like it. Like I said, was the Mexican couple that played the metal-influenced guitar duo, Rodrigo y Gabriel? Saw them at the Hollywood Bowl. I think so. That sounds familiar. I'm not exactly sure, but I do remember that. Okay, Dylan says Saber Tiger started in 81. I did not know that, dude. That album I heard, that Invasion, that's the first album I ever heard, man. I thought it was a brand new record. Man, them guys are old then, man. Shoo. That's some old people. Like I said, they were so good. 2 people on stage, nothing else. That's amazing, dude. Yeah, when you can do that, man, it's just nothing but a classical guitar and you can throw down, that's just beyond amazing. Val, thank you, buddy. Thank you, Val. Gloria said, loving this. Thank you, Gloria. Kronos, Gutter Ballet, excellent piano. Oh, man. John Oliva is an amazing piano player, dude. He writes some amazing stuff. Evan said they start off with a death metal group. Interesting. Thank you, Lisa. Kevin, thank you. Val, appreciate that. George said, I just tuned back in. The melodic motif in the intro. I know it, but I can't play it. So very cool. It's called Concierto de Aranjuez by Rodrigo. That's a classic, an old classical one that most, first-year classical guitar students will learn. Thank you, Gloria. Val, appreciate that. Lisa says, smash the thumbs up and show some love. Absolutely. Extreme says, was that concerto written for acoustic? How do you keep your guitar in tune with all those big bands? I know. It was, yeah. It's a classical piece. Probably in the I want to say around the 1800s or something like that. By Rodrigo. And it's something I played in college, but it's very slow. Like, it's like half the speed of that, honestly. How do I keep it? The Floyd Rose tremolo, buddy. This thing's great, and it's got the locking tuners right there. If you can see those are locking tuners. So yeah, once these strings are good, man, this thing don't got a tune at all. Maybe a micro cent or so. Thank you, gratitude. John J. say, love the structure of the track. Thank you, buddy. It's always hard to do, because when you're trying to adapt a classical piece into like rock music or red metal or whatever, trying to find the best transitions and that's the tough part there. And that was a little difficult. Because it's not perfectly in 4/4 time sometimes, so there's like some cuts here and there. Dan Anderson, brother Dan, good to see you. He said shared out and smashed the likes. Thank you, brother. God bless you, bro. Always great to see you, man. Tino said that was fire, Rick. Thank you, brother. Evan knows Extreme Floyd Rose and locking system, 100%. Extreme says you really are Spanish. It was a little bit. There's a lot of the Spanish classical composers who wrote on classical guitar were Spanish. Rodrigo, Tarrega, Villalobos, all these guys. So you definitely have this. When you learn classical guitar like that, you get a lot of that influence. Donald James said, Discord is where you post and share everything. You know that's right. You can even talk to people. We got some voice channels too if y'all want to yak it up. Extreme Side, I love those melodic passages. Thank you, brother. Evan said, I saw the voice chat, but I feared to try it. When Call of Duty comes out, I'll be on that. You'll be like, what's going on, Rick? I'll be like, Call of Duty. But you'll hear me when Call of Duty comes out, because that's what we use for a voice chat if we need it. So Kevin says, I can't play anything but a radio to see that manic in action is refreshing. Thank you, Kevin. George says, thanks. You took a tasteful, shreddy level. Thank you, brother. Val says, as long as Rodrigo Suave. True. Rodrigo Suave. John says, your transitions are always really good, Rick. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Judy says, when I let people hear my voice, they go from treating me like I'm cool to something like a mom. Judy says, can we hear some Queensryche if you're into it? Maybe so. I think we'll do a different riff. Dan says, Rick, truly a good time watching and listening, brother. You're a wizard. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate that, man. Thank you, buddy. Evan said those slides up to the 9th fret blow my mind. That's a wild one, right? C4 says, is shredding mostly tapping? No, not at all. Shredding's the least amount of tapping, really. Shredding is, I mean, the term shredding nowadays is so so vague anymore. Because you'll see some kid playing just a bunch of Metallica riffs and be like, bro is shredding, man. You know, like, not really. But in my day, shredding was, 16th notes, hyper fast picking, 30-second notes, arpeggio sweeps, and stuff like that. I have not, Sleepless, and that's going to be that's the next cut for you, brother. But we got to play this real quick riff for Juji. How about this one? Sleep said, I ain't gonna lie, I zoned out. I feel you, brother. Dan knows meaningless shredding. Absolutely, man. It's the term is so overused nowadays. It's unbelievable how much the word shred is overused and underutilized and realistically from what I've seen. There are some people that shred, but in my day that was it. Neoclassical, fast playing, arpeggios, sweeps, all this stuff. 16 notes, ostinato phrasing, things like that. Now it's just anyone can play like, I watch, America's Got Talent and like some kid will be playing like a blues lick and like, this dude is shredding, man. You are shredding, bro. Like, okay, sure, Howie. He's not shredding at all, but okay, I get it. That's how they do it. No problem, Sleepless. We got you covered, brother. Thank you, Lisa. Sleepless, thank you. Thank you, Dan. Nicholas says, amazing job, Rick. Savage attack on string is pops with clarity. Sound you're playing is beautiful. Thank you, Nicholas. Man, I appreciate that, brother. Val knows, it's a nice day for a white shredding. I forgot to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture and post it on the Discord. I went to UPS the other day. I had to send something to my mom, and they gave me a receipt. I looked at the receipt today, and it says 25% off shredding. So I'm going to give y'all a coupon. Oh, man. Gratitude said, added some shredded to my coleslaw. That's true. Vice says shredding is ripping. It is. That's pretty close. One rip does not make a shred, though. This is true. Alter says, I guess the next time I'll say your shredding is intense, I should say your neoclassical scares with Mozart or play with efficiency. That's pretty accurate. I love it, dude. Thank you, man. Nicholas says, Rick shreds 1.4 times faster than me and more reliably. There you go. Vicey has, he got a paper shredder. I need to get one, man. I got so much garbage mail I need to like shred up, man. Jonatas Miranda from Brazil, obrigado, mi amigo. He says, please song Michael Jackson. What Michael Jackson song do I know? Let me think. How about A smooth criminal. Yeah, let's see. John got that shredded pork. Oh yeah, man. Jake vibing, a master shredder. True. Thank you, buddy. Lisa got the link to Juji. She got a cool site, a lot of cool backing tracks. If you're a guitar player, should check that out. Hit that link and give it a sub. Alter says, better shred that junk. Man, I know. I got bags of it, dude. I don't know why, man. But I don't want to put it in the garbage in case someone, rips it off or something. Extreme says, shred is a relatively new term. I started listening to Mel in the 70s. Nobody mentioned it. Yeah, back in the 80s, when the Shrapnel records came out with, Yngwie, Vinnie Moore, Tony McAlpine, Paul Gilbert, Jason Becker, it was like shred. That's where it kind of probably started really taking this form. Alter Parasite is now smooth neoclassical criminal. There you go. Jake says, Rick don't shred. He plays with fiery passion, makes the guitar sound however he wants. Thank you, buddy. Van Doe in the house, how you doing? Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. Hope you're well, bud. Kevin says, now paper shredding I can handle. True that. My friend from Japan says, I want to play the guitar as beautifully as you. Domo arigato. If you can't make sure and go to my YouTube channel here, my friend. I have some instructional to help. Donald James said he plays Beat It once in a while. I've never tried to learn that one. How's that one go? If you want to learn a Michael Jackson song, Human Nature, that PYT, Human Nature, that's probably just Human Nature. That's probably one of the best. It's got some amazing chord play in that. Judy said guitar playing continues to evolve. It does, constantly. Southwest said there's a live video of Van Halen and Jackson out there. Is there really? I've seen Jennifer Batten do Beat It live. I've seen Greg Howe. There was a time where Greg Howe actually replaced Jennifer Batten. She might have been sick or something. I can't remember. But Greg Howe played that. It was amazing. Greg Howe's the man, too. Andrea Mick says, Tears for Fears. Was it? How's it go? I learned that one. That's a good song. That's a good one. Vice says Michelangelo Beto, you have to learn to play slow to play fast. True. You want the keys to Lamborghini, you got to ride a go-kart first. Val says, didn't Eddie play Beat It? He did. Uncredited guitar solo that he played on it. Yeah, uncredited. But that's Eddie Van Halen 100%. I think the best person to play it, though, was... I almost said Jennifer Batten was probably the best to play. She killed that. Greg Howe was a close second, man. Evan said, I raised your Rick movie of the day upload. All right, I'm ready to check that out. I watched the Thunderbolts last night. I don't know who's into Marvel movies. I haven't seen a Marvel movie in a while because they all suck pretty much. But I watched the Thunderbolts last night because I do enjoy that. That's pretty good. It was pretty good. It was all right, man. It wasn't the worst. It wasn't the best either, but it was entertaining to me. Alter says, yo, dude, thanks for that super chat, brother. He says, before I hop off, just want to let you know I sent you a message about a guitar get solo on Facebook. Okay, buddy. Yeah, absolutely, man. I'll check that out, man. I don't look at Facebook too often. I try not to, but I'll make sure to look at that for you. Thank you, bud. Kevin says, yeah, no one can do it like you, bro. I feel that. I never tried to play the Beat It solo. Or any of those solos for that matter. Judy said, funny side note, I'm going to see an MJ show on Friday. Nice. Cowbilly asks, what amplifier do you have? I don't use, on these streams, buddy, I don't use an amplifier per se. But I can show you what I am using. It is an simulator, or emulator, what do you want to call it? And we'll pop this up on the screen so you can see it. Yeah, this is called Amplitude 5. And when I do play live on stage, I use Marshalls. I have a couple of Marshall JCM 2000 DSL 100s, and that's my amp of choice for live on these live streams. This is what I use: Amplitude 5. This right here is a Marshall, based on a Marshall JTM 45 Plexi. Basically, what Jimi Hendrix used to use in the early 70s. Yngwie used them as well. And then I use a 10-band EQ with the mids scooped up. I use this Stargate. This is basically a really heavy gate because otherwise you hear this if I was just chilling. And then this is based on an MXR Distortion Plus, which is a pedal I used to use as a kid, and it's cranked to the max. Output 10, distortion 10. And that's it. And then we just got classic 412 GT12 75 Celestion speakers, a U87 microphone here, and then an SM57 microphone there. Very, very simple setup, honestly, but effective, very effective. All right, let's see. Alter says Tears of Fears. There you go, buddy. Val said he loved Tears. Yeah, it's a great band. George said, you remember when they made poor Greg wear that Jennifer wig? I know. I don't know if it was him doing it or what, but that was funny. Andrea Mick says, yes, everyone wants Rick. There you go, to rule the world. That'd be nice. I don't want to rule the world. I want to be out there, That would be the thing for me. Just get back out there. Donald James says Jennifer Batten is awesome. Yeah, she is awesome. I did get to meet her. I met her and Andy Timmons when I went to see Uli John Roth. They opened up for him. So when I got to meet Uli, they were both there as well. It was very cool. Very nice people. Val says, did you know SRV played for Bowie? Yeah, I don't know if he played for Bowie like that. I know he played on, what's that, Let's Dance song. And I can't remember. I heard a story about it. It was a very interesting story. And about how actually Stevie Ray started playing. I think Bowie saw him at a club or something like that, and he thought it was amazing and asked him to play on that Let's Dance song, and it's very nice. Alter knows, wait, Thunderbolts was awesome. I thought it was a great movie. I thought it was really good. And I like all the characters. I like Bucky. I like the actors. I like Sebastian Stan. I like Wyatt Russell. I think he's awesome. I think Wyatt Russell's awesome. I love David Harbour. David Harbour is classic in this movie too. Pro say he loved Mother's Talk by Tears. That's a good one too, man. All right, no problem, Parasite. Good to see you, bro. Gloria said she watched that yesterday too. It was okay. Yeah, man. It was not the best, but it was not the worst either. Compared to all the other Marvel movies that have been dropping lately. And I think it's going to be, I can't wait to see Fantastic Four. I'm waiting for it to hit Disney Plus or whatever. But man, yeah, it was a good movie, good introduction to the next series of movies. Because I think it's going to go it went from Thunderbolts to Fantastic Four, then they're going to have that Doctor Doom movie. That'll be pretty sweet. Jude, you said, can we use some Ingve? You know you can, absolutely. Andrew says, I think Rick prefers Jakey Lee over Randy. I grew up earlier than... I started playing guitar in 85, and it's Randy that I knew of before. They're both equally amazing, but I think I learned a lot more from Randy first. I started playing a lot of Jake stuff, though, Bark at the Moon and Ultimate Sin stuff. I love both of them. Donald James says, sometimes someone like you always got to be ready for live shows. Oh, yeah. I got the amps ready. I got the Tone X pedal if I just need something plug in. So I got it covered, man. I'm ready to go. Anto from Argentina. Muchas gracias and bienvenidos, amigo. Evan says Jake isn't Randy and Randy isn't Zach. It's true, man. It's true. Don said, oh, snap, you met her? Yeah, I was at a concert. It's Andy Timmons and Jennifer Batten opened up for Uli John Roth when I saw it. And saw Uli back in 2016, 17. It's amazing, man. George says, man, that's very cool meeting Andy. He was a super nice guy. And his set was awesome, too, man. He played some really cool stuff. George says, Jennifer on the Dangerous Tour was my first gig back in 92. That was the fire right there. Andrew says SRB sold on China Girl, too. Was it really? That's amazing. I remember watching that video. I was like, what's this video about, man? A weird video. Kyle said, I used to play FL Studio 12, made 28 songs. It got stolen. Now I'm debating restart my FL Studio. Had to teach myself like guitar. Man, yeah. Fruity Loops is pretty nice, man. I used to have a copy of it. I was using it to do something, transfer MIDI beats or something. I don't remember. I was doing a lot of reverse engineering of drums from some old program that I had. It's pretty nice. It's a good little setup, you know, make beats and whatever you like. Donald James says, I know Rick has a theater set up with surround sound and bar. Pretty close. I mean, I got a 55-inch high quality Samsung, and then a really expensive, luckily I got it for a deal, but it was a really expensive sound bar. I could barely turn it up, man. It would blow the walls off of this thing. It's so loud. It starts like, turn it down. Gotta turn it down. I'm like, yeah, I feel that, because it's like you watch the Avengers, like the ending of Avengers sounds like a war zone in my living room. Gloria said, Rick, do you see the new Superman? Yeah, I did. It looks okay, but it's great. I mean, the first 30 or 40 minutes are very like slow, like what's going on? I don't get it. It's like kind of weird, but then it kicks into overdrive like 30, 40 minutes in. It goes hard. It was good, and David Cornsweet, it grew on me. You know, by the end of the movie, I was like, this guy he killed it. He did a great job. He did a great job at this. There's some great characters. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner is amazing. Amazing. Yeah, Evan knows Samsung. What's up? Frau Lap, we definitely going to be playing a original song right coming up. A real crazy one, too. Judy says, can we hear the King tonight? I think we'll end with the King. How about that? Andrea says, what makes it cool is the facts he knows. Absolutely. Andrea said, I know Rick is going to bust out Shy Boy at Tobacco. Oh, man, I remember this one. Yeah, like. How's it go? That's a weird. Tobacco, that's a cool riff. I can't remember how to exactly play it though. John James, I used to watch movies through my two Fenders. Oh man, dude, that's crazy right there. Val, okay, let's see. Evan said he watched Hereditary. That movie, yeah, that's a crazy, weird movie. Thank you, Christopher. Much love to you, brother. Spicy says, what I want to know is that Iron Man never do it with Iron Maiden. I don't know. Speaking of, I found if anyone did, I'll post it on the Discord. I found a bunch of videos. It's Black Sabbath with Rob Halford live at Donington or something. Something 90, I can't remember, 97 or something like that. I found a video of it on my hard drive. I know you got a lot of Black Sabbath fans in the group, so if you want me to upload it, I'll put it on my Google Drive. You can check it out. It's pretty all right. All right, we got it covered here. Let me change the shirt on this screen here because we're gonna crank this one up. Chaotic calm. It's chaotic calm time, everybody. It's time to get wild and crazy on this one. All right, we'll pop that up on the screen. If you're interested in merchandise, click on the shirt, the link on the screen here, and check out the store. It's free to check, free to look. If you don't want to buy anything, you don't have to. But if you do, there's plenty of stuff to look at. All right, we'll see what we got. So this one's called Chaotic Calm. This is 200 beats per minute. This is unbelievably insanity of guitar playing. It's gonna be nuts. So if you thought Speeder was fast, you might want to like get a 6-point harness and buckle yourself up for this. Let's go. Chaotic Calm time. Gotta come. That's a crazy jam. And Drew G did ask for some Ingve, so we'll do a quick Ingve right quick before we get the last song going. How about this one? Man? We just gotta play this one. It's my favorite one. I'll See the Lifetime. It's my all-time favorite one to play. I play it dang close too. I'll See the Lifetime solo. I love that one. I think that's the oldest. Beyond that is like Black Star and Fire Beyond the Sun. That's probably the one I played the most right there. That one there. Okay, we're doing the King lastly. All right, let me load up the King here. We'll end the show with that one. I'm starting to get hungry. We ate lunch at like 3-ish, 4-ish. I don't remember. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry. All right, let's see. Where we leave off with? Okay, yeah, Midsummer. There you go. For Friar Lab, thank you, buddy. If I said I saw that Halford with Sabbath in California, I never heard of it. I don't know where it was, but if I see, if anyone's interested, I'll put it up on the Discord. I've already put up I put up a Vinnie Moore lesson, and I put up the Queensryche Unplugged concert, which is incredibly hard to find. And the video I have is not the greatest quality. It's decent enough. But I would love to have a crystal clear HD quality of that Queensryche Unplugged. I posted that. And then I also posted, what else did I post? Oh, Dokken Unchained the Night. It's kind of like a behind the scenes look at Dokken. It's got a bunch of their videos, of course, but it's also like, hang out in hotel rooms and backstage and stuff like that. I thought it was always a cool one to watch. They used to do that back in the day, had like the Dokken home video or the Judas Priest home video or whatever. That's a cool one. But I said Halford did a great job on it. Yeah, he killed it, man. I think it was during like his fight time, when he was doing fight and stuff like that. Around that time. Andrew said, what about watching WrestleMania Part 3 on VHS? Now, there you go. That's a classic right there. Lisa, smash the thumbs and show some love. We'd appreciate it. Judy said, hold on to the seat. I feel it. Nicholas, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, man. If you thought Hereditary was weird, go watch that Midsommar movie. That movie is the same dude. Ari Aster's the director. Dude's got some twisted mind, man. Twisted. If I say you can slow your playback speed if you need. And that's what I do. When we watch this video, we'll watch the replay of these videos, and I turn it down to 50. It's funny. It's funny to hear me go, hey guys, what's going on out there? How y'all doing? It's a laugh riot for sure. Lisa knew. Hold on tight, Val. There you go, brother. There you go, Sleepless. Spice said that song opened so hard. Oh yeah, cranks it up. Gloria, Juji, Lisa, thank you. Crow's feeling that. He's like, ah! There you go. Sleepless. There you go, brother. Evan says another good YouTube movies out there. Yeah, there's a bunch of them, man. If I said get ready for enemy POWs to talk, yeah, you go watch out, man. They won't like that one. If you know, President Trump ever wants to use my stuff for Guantanamo Bay or whatever, go for it, man. That would be that song right there would be like, no more, please. I feel that, man. Val Kimber knows. Pirate. Thank you, Gloria. Jude, you said screaming wheelies. That was so fire. Thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Dre Bo, what's up, man? Thank you, buddy. Val's fan Ed. Southwest said Heaven and Hell, The Devil You Know, 2007. With Dio and the Heaven and Hell Live are both. Wow, that does sound nice. I'd love to hear that. I don't think I ever had. Evan says POW Spice Girls with Britney Spears go crazy listening to it. I know, right? Dude, you said, geez, Louise, you're just playing by feel half the time. I know, right? Thank you, Andrea. Scott, appreciate that. Sleeper said, this is so beautiful. That's a good one. I love that song, man. So fun to play. Crow, thank you. Val, thank you. Val said, that's one of your best, Rick. Thank you, buddy. Dude, G's like, sick. Evan says, banana in Minions voice. I don't even know what the Minions sound like, man. I can't even do it. I never, I don't, I guess if you got kids, you probably check out the Minions. I never seen it. I've seen what they look like and whatever. Sleepless Gloria, thank you. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Gratitude. Sleepless is feeling that one. Donald James says, I was clicking. I think I found the structure of the song. There you go, bud. Thank you, Lisa. Juji's like, sweet, what was that? Sweet buttery crust. Crow said, I won't survive this. I know, right? Val, thank you, buddy. Dante Johnson said, brother, I wish in 1,000 lifetimes I could play this good. You can, Dante. Anyone can. I do have something on my channel you can check out, an exercise that'll get you much closer. Much closer. Donald James said, that's the best Ingve cover I've ever heard. Thank you, brother. I love that one. I love that one. My friend from Japan says, very, 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 very nice. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. Val said, get the after show cookies ready. Now I got to get some sort of, probably a Hot Pocket again, man, or something like that. Zombie Corpse Fiend, what's up, bro? Good to see you. I'm doing great tonight. How about you, bro? Julia said, thanks for sharing that video, Rick. Absolutely. I have a huge collection of stuff. Like my music video collection is like, I looked at it today because I thought I lost a hard drive. When I got my new computer, I moved a bunch of stuff off the desk to make room for the new computer. And then I was like, where's that hard drive? And Star's like, I don't know. I'm like, shoot, where is it? And I found it was in a bag. And it's got a bunch of old school, like we're talking, I got like Live King Diamond, Live Fates Warning. I do have a Dokken 82 live. If you want to see that, that's pretty fun. Pretty fun to watch. Like I said, they did a two-day gig with Halford on night and Ozzy the next. Interesting. I'll pop it up if anyone's interested for sure. Andrea Mix, thank you so much for that super chat. That rocks. Gretchen said, yeah, those videos are cool as heck. Thank you, buddy. I got plenty more. Zorillo, thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Sleep said Insidious is a good movie. That was a good one, too. Is that James Wan? It wasn't, like, freaky. There was one part that freaked me out. I think it was, like, they showed the shot. It's an old lady, or it's, like, ghostly old lady in a window or something like that. That kind of, like, gave me the heebie-jeebies or whatever, but the rest of the movie wasn't no bad. That's all it takes, you know. Andrew says, thinking about Rick is like that. He understands the importance of Duran Duran. It's true. When I was 13, I did not understand the importance of Duran Duran. By the time I was 18 and fully into college, I was like, oh, okay, I understand. I understand the 80s now, music. I said after the Sabbath singer at the time, Ryan Gengio refused to take the stage. Okay, dang. Mustafa, how you doing, buddy? D99D, thank you, brother. Donald James says, make people listen to Speeder like that in the movie Clockwork Orange. I know, right? Johnny Super Slow, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate that. I said that's one of the greatest hits for sure. There you go. Comboyo Fischal, hello, buddy. Evan says Despicable Me DVDs are awesome. I've never seen one of them, dude. Too old for me. I don't have kids to watch that with. At least ones that I don't know of. Kevin says, good night, gotta rock, gotta crash. No problem, Kevin. Have a great night, buddy. A great week, too, man. We'll see you soon again. Spicy said, Halford killed with Sabbath. Yeah, I have some MP3s of like, I think I had that Costa Mesa, that 92 show. It sounded amazing. It was some really cool stuff. He did I think he did Children of the Sea, and I was like, yeah, oh my God. You're welcome, buddy. Jude, you said you had me at docking. Oh yeah. Troy S, what's up, brother? Comboyo, I do love Randy Rhoads for sure, man. Thank you, Mustafa. Sleep says the scariest part is when you first see the demon. And maybe that's what it was, man. I was like, it gave me, it gives you, you feel that chill up your spine, like, ooh. But yeah, other than that, most movies don't scare me at all these days. I haven't seen one scary movie in forever, man. They might catch me on a quick jump scare, but other than that, nothing. None of these movies bother me. Donald James said, I made a manga tarsal for Hungry like the wolf. Can't help it. It's a great riff, man. Yeah, it's a great riff. Extreme says, you think anybody could replace Osby? Not really, no. I mean, as far as the voice, the sound of that voice, very difficult, very difficult. And, an amazing singer like Rob Halford, he did a great job, but, it was not the same vibe as Ozzy, And Ozzy's more than a singer, he was an entertainer. He was an insane entertainer. Zorilla says something for Labor Day. Heck yeah, man. But yeah, no one can replace Ozzy. They say the bands were different. Every era of Black Sabbath was different. You had the Ozzy era, you had the Dio era, you even had the small Ian Gillan era, which is amazing. I love Ian Gillan. And then you had the Tony Martin era, and it's all different, and they never sounded the same. It just Black Sabbath kept evolving, their sound. Troy said The Exorcist was the only movie that messed with me, bro. That never messed with me up, man. You want the movie it doesn't bother me anymore, but when I was younger, The Fog. John Carpenter's The Fog. That movie freaked me out, man. When I was a kid, man. And even maybe like 20s, early 30s, that still freaked me out. But lately, I watched it again, like, it don't freak me out no more. But I love that movie. Should have got me a Fog t-shirt, man. That would have been sweet. That's one of my favorite John Carpenter's movies. Andrew says 5 seconds riff of Badlands. Let me think. That's a great song. Gonna get your love, 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 high wire. That Badlands album is awesome. I love that album. I love Ray Gillan too. If you've never heard it, Black Sabbath had an album called The Eternal Idol. And originally it was going to be Ray Gillan, the singer of Badlands, singing on it. And look up the song The Shining with Ray Gillan singing. It's like a masterpiece. It's like a masterpiece of vocal amazingness. I love Ray Gillan's voice, and to hear him sing on that, I do have the demos or whatever, the Eternal Idol demos with him singing on it. Unbelievable. And not to take anything away from Tony Martin, but Ray Gillan had a different voice, man. It's just so different. There you go, Andrew. You knew. Gloria says Pet Cemetery Sleepy. That's a trippy movie too, yeah. There you go, Zorilla. Evan said Friday the 13th, my friend sleepover, age 12. Me and my mom had to pick me up. Oh no. Extreme says Ozzy could barely speak clearly, but when he was on stage, he turned into an angelic. It's true, man. It's like you see that, man. Like I don't know like it's like if you know who Mel Tillis is. Mel Tillis was like famous in the 80s. He was he stuttered. He was in like the Smokey and the Bandit movies or the Cannonball Run. He's like, you talk like that, stutter like that. But then he could sing, and the stutter was non-existent. It was amazing. It's probably how Ozzy was. I'd be like, and then you get on stage like, perfect. Crow dropping the super chat, brother. Thank you so much, man. He says, Rick, you're awesome, bro. Best community, you guys rock. Thank you, man. That's awesome, dude. Linderman said, this reminds me of Yahoo Messenger guitar chat rooms. It's awesome. Except everyone could play a bit. but they mostly were bad. I feel that. I remember those, man. AOL and Yahoo chat rooms, man. Those were classic, dude. Sleep said the Boogeyman movie scared the heck out of him. I feel that. Donald James said he laughed at Paranormal Activity. It was fire disappointing. I feel that, man. Silver Dylan says it's kind of dumb. The only movie that spooked me as a kid was Maximum Overdrive. That's a trippy movie. Donald said, why did I say fire? I'm not sure. Linderman said The Ring with that dang freaky. The Ring was good. The very first Ring, that was awesome. And if you ever see the original, the Japanese one, Ringu, that one's pretty freaky too. Val knows Boomhauer Tillis, pretty much, man. Evan says, watch out, the Shining Black Metal Band is next. I warned you. Oh, man. Interesting. Sleep will say he's kind of disappointed with Paranormal Activity. Yeah, they were all right. Yeah, now there you go, Evan. Police Academy. Those are great ones, man. Michael Winslow, whatever. Man, that dude, man, with all his noises and stuff, so amazing, dude. I used to watch them Police Academy movies just to see Michael Winslow do what crazy noise is he gonna do in this one. It was awesome. He was also in a Cheech and Chong movie. I think it was Cheech and Chong's next movie, and he's like they're in like a insane asylum or something, and Michael Winslow's doing this crazy stuff. It's hilarious. All right. Well, I think it's gonna be the last one right here. This one's per request, The King. It's a vocal track. With Rob Rock on vocals, Richard Christie playing drums on this one. This is a good old classic heavy metal cranker right here. We hope you enjoy it. Make sure if you haven't subscribed already, make sure and hit that subscribe button. And if this song doesn't do it for you, I don't know what else would, honestly. But I appreciate anyone hanging out here tonight and all the OGs. Much love to you. Let's hit The King. Let's go. King, what a jam, man. God, I would have loved to play that live somewhere. Cranking song. One day, maybe one day. We'll do whenever I go on the big tour with the orchestra, we'll do that song. I'll get Rob Rock to come and sing it too. That or someone else. I do know a lot of good new singers lately. I wish I had more stuff to do for singers, but that'd be sweet. Let's see. Is there a solo to that, Dorothea? I mean, I know the riff, whatever, you know. Used to watch it when I was a kid, man. I had a crush on Kelly, man, for sure. Oh, let's see. We'll get these comments going. Jalbo says, you into Slipknot, a Corn or Biscuit? A little bit of Corn. I do like Corn and Slipknot, yeah. Some great stuff from back in the day. Andrew says, Rick and all his friends watching Weird Science in 6th grade. Probably. Love that movie, man. I love that stuff. Oh, shoot, Crow, Event Horizon. That's a great one, man. That's a crazy movie, too, man. Didn't scare me or anything, but, man, it was a great movie. I liked it. Me and Richard went and saw that back in the day, too. I remember that. That was classic, man. Sleepless I Love Police Academy. My dad grew up on it, showed me. Oh, yeah. Spaceballs, too. There you go. Gloria remembers that Weird Science. Yeah, that's a classic. Anthony and Michael Hall's just hilarious in that. My favorite's Chet, though. He's so amazing. Like, I can't remember the lines right now. Chet was amazing. Linderman knows, yeah, well, Richard Christie, man. Yeah, me and Richard used to do all kinds of stuff back in the day. Juji said, thanks for an amazing time, Rick. Absolutely, Juji. Thanks for being here as always. One more chord. Cheers to you, brother. George said, dude, I was watching that Cheech and Chong the other day. Steve Lukather played a lot of Chong's guitar. Does it? I can't remember what songs he did now. Was that? I don't want to say what the song. Can't say it on screen, but yeah, there's some classic stuff in that. And I don't doubt Steve Lukather did all kinds of stuff. But I said the most laughter I heard in a movie theater was something about Mary. That was a funny movie. There's another movie Ben Stiller did. It was pretty funny too. I can't remember the name of it. What was that called, man? It's got the chick from The Watchmen. That Swedish chick from The Watchmen. Ben Stiller did a movie with her in that one. It was a hilarious movie, man. I can't remember the name of it though. Suji, there you go. Lisa, thank you. Carlos said, that's a great song. Thank you, Carlos. Thank you, Scott. Vice said, don't have this too loud with the wine glass on. No. Rob got that voice. Sleepless said, I wish I was around with all the good movies and music releases. True that, man. A lot of us were, man. Crow, thanks, buddy. Vice said, Zoolander is one of the best comedies they had. Ben Stiller was hilarious back in the day. Sleepless said, my parents raised me with a lot of older movies and music. That's awesome, man. Those were the best stuff, man. Thank you, Juji. Jake Bible said, that's a banger song. Appreciate that, bro. Lisa, thank you. If I said great night as usual, I always double my caffeine drip when you come join. Absolutely, bud. Tino said, heck, yeah, about to chill, man. I got school tomorrow after I finish my homework. There you go. Sleepless said, yeah, Sleepless feeling that. Tino's like, but this song's going to be fire. There you go, brother. Thank you, Sleepless. If I said, sounds like Here Is Comes Again. Here comes the king. Evan knows, can't shred without learning rhythm, man. You got to have that rhythm, man. Gloria said, Rick, I missed this. It's good hearing you play again. Thanks for another great live. See you tomorrow. I will be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be back to back and back. Friday I'll take off for sure. Well, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. I have those scheduled tomorrow. So if anyone's coming late or interested, I will be back Tuesday night, Wednesday night, and Thursday night. This week, and I will have that schedule. So make sure you are subscribed to the channel with your notifications on so you know. Bo Quaid, absolutely, brother. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Sleepless say you love Korn. Yeah, Korn was a great band. I love that song, Blind. That's my jam right there. All right, there we go. Sleepless, thanks, buddy. Zerillo, thank you, man. Have a great night. Evan says that, and everybody else that mentions a name, it's a nice problem to have. True that. Thomas Page, best yet. Love that play. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, gratitude. You too, Lisa. Take care. Stay safe out there. Evan says, in the can or cob? Neither nor. I don't eat corn. I'll listen to him, though. Evan said, Discord about to get hammered. All right, yeah, you know that's right. And Feisty, 16 cans, long duck dung. Oh, yeah, man. That was hilarious. Sleep said, I still need to watch something about Mary. It's a funny movie, dude. It's a funny one. Feisty knows that America's Pie has a classic. Val, you need that cold coffee. And 2 says, you having a good night? It's been a good one, buddy. Absolutely, man. Evan knows them band girls. Have a good one, Val. Take care tonight. Sleeper says, Twisted Transistor by Korn. You can listen out on repeat. That's a good one, man. I love the very first Korn album, that Blind to Me. That sets the tone right there, man. And 2 said, you've been listening to Slipknot lately. I don't know any Slipknot, no. I listen to them as well, but I never try to learn their stuff. I don't learn a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff when I was a young kid, but not anymore, buddy. I love listening to it, though. Have a great night, Glory. We'll see you tomorrow. Oh, that's it. 10:45 here in the East Coast. Been a wonderful evening, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out. Tino says, hey, we're going to have some dinner. I'm going to catch you. Man, I'm excited for the new album. Absolutely, brother. I'll keep you posted, man. I'll keep you posted. But yeah, I'm out of here. I got to go get something to eat. I'm starving right now. But y'all, I appreciate you hanging out with me. Make sure you hit that subscribe button before we go. I will be back once again Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. That's 10 p.m. So tonight was a special night, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 10 p.m. I'll have those scheduled up sometime tomorrow. And then that is it. Beyond that, everyone, have a great night or day wherever you're at in this world. Stay safe out there. Be good to each other and take care of each other, because that's all we got. All right, then. We'll see you.